Oh.
You guys ready to go? Okay, no Facebook. Okay, okay, no problem. Are you muted? Are you muted? Hey, give me a thumbs up and then we'll start on yours. Okay. He's muted. Okay.
Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger football. As football season 2014 kicks off here at Tiger Stadium. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, 1 week into school, and we're kicking off football in a beautiful, beautiful football weather here in Waynesville as we start an hour later due to the heat advisory here in Pulaski County.
Well, like you said, the intense heat, the heat we missed all summer long. Summer has arrived just in time for back-to-school time.
Hope everybody did their back-to-school shopping with that in mind. And the Tigers tonight are going to be taking on the West Plains Zizzers in Ozark Conference action. Folks, you see the Tigers out there lining up to receive the kickoff here. In Rick Vernon's last season as Tiger football coach, Coach Vernon Wednesday announced his retirement after 33 years at the helm of the Waynesville Tigers. And this whole season is going to be a lot about Coach Vernon, but it's not what Coach Vernon wants. He doesn't want it a lot about him. He wants it about these kids.
Seth Hedrick, and cannot quite see who the other one is back there, deep to receive. I believe that's Reggie Walker. It is Reggie
Walker. Reggie Walker, first year with the varsity Tigers after after 2 seasons with the varsity basketball team. Reggie came out for football this year. If you were here the other night at the Meet the Tiger night, Reggie had a real good night at it. I didn't get a chance to go to the Jamboree. I said the Tigers played real well last week down at the Jamboree, but I know Reggie had a big night here at the Meet the Tiger night.
Well, and visiting with Coach Carl Wilking this morning, that was one of the guys, one of the Tigers he really talked up for someone that hasn't played. Is the onside kick to start the game. Ball's loose.
Tigers are on top of it, I believe. Oh, it squirted out again. West Plains says they have it. But
I don't see a call from the official.
Yeah, it does. The official says that Waynesville has it, so Waynesville will start with the ball.
You know, this is a rematch from our opening game last year with this West Plains team. Coming into the season, both of these are two teams that look to improve on their conference showing last year, but two teams that kind of went different directions in the season. Waynesville lost 3 of the opening 4 within the last minute of those games. West Plains went in 3 of their first 4. West Plains quarterback Sam Hall gets hurt, and their season kind of falls apart. Waynesville goes on to win 5 in a row to finish the season. Kind of two teams that finished in opposite directions last year. Swing passes complete into the flat, still on his feet and moving forward.
It's going to be Seth Hedrick with the catch from quarterback Baron Martinez. The Tigers open up the game with the pass play.
Well, and it'll be interesting to watch Barron here. Last year he came in, took over that quarterback job early in the season. He's had a full summer to really practice and develop at quarterback. We know at Barron's speed and how dangerous he is with his feet. Expect a little bit more and maybe some more excitement out of Barron this year. As Barron fakes to keep that time, it's going to go forward and across the line.
Jalen Thomas with the carry for it's like a pickup of about 6 there. Takes it across midfield. Barron took over to quarterback, I believe, game 4 last year for the Tigers. Game 4 or game 5. After that, he was the quarterback the rest of the season. He kind of split some snaps before that.
But making that transition mid-season, coming from wide receiver to quarterback, he's been the man taking those reps all summer long. I expect
Jalen Thomas just breaks it down the left side.
Jalen's got one man. He's going to pull him down.
JT's going to get pulled down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice
Talk about a guy
run
there that
right
we know about their speed. There's another young man right there whose speed has increased. And he's going to be coming off. Looks like he was holding his thigh there as he's coming off. That might have been where he got hit. Not sure. We'll find out a little bit more about that if we go. That's number 27.
Jason Smith checking into the game at fullback. Baron Martinez starts in the quarterback
Shotgun. He's going to keep it this time.
Baron's going to keep it. He's going up the middle. Crosses the 15 down to about the 13, I believe.
Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. Looking at the official on the far side there.
That'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Martinez in the shotgun.
This time he hands off to Smith, and Smith is brought down in the backfield. It's going to looks like it's going to be about a 4-yard loss as West Plains was in the backfield as Jason got the ball. We just went under the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. Folks, if you're just now turning your TV on, we are in the first quarter. Late start here tonight. Instead of starting at 7, we started at 8 due to the heat advisory. So we got a lot of football to be watching.
Barron pass right there. Oh.
Nice defensive play by number 24. It's going to be Tyler Sands for the West Plains Zizzers. Just knocks that ball away at the last moment. He doesn't get his hand on that ball. Seth Hedrick's going in for 6.
That'll bring up a 4th and 5 here early for the Tigers. Tigers quick down the field. Zizzers have put up a little defense here in the red zone, which was another thing Coach Wilking talked about this morning was last year getting in the red zone 4 different times against West Plains and not coming away with any points.
Barron's going to get spread out here, and he's going to be brought down, and that's going to turn the ball over to the West Plains Zizzers there.
Tackle right there by number 20, Lane Sear. West Plains defense returning a lot of experience from last year. Had a lot of sophomores and juniors on that team last year. 2 of the guys definitely to keep your eyes on tonight are Matt Wernzine and John Williams. Matt Wernzine, I believe, led the Ozark Conference last year with 97 tackles on the season.
Matt, you talked a little bit about quarterback Sam Hall of the West Plains Zizzers. He got hurt last year towards ACL. He's literally spent the entire year recouping with that, working with a quarterback coach in St. Louis to develop. And I know West Plains is excited about seeing him back out on the field. He's going to be definitely a guy to watch.
Handoff right up the middle that time to number 21, Ryan Martin. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be just shy.
Nope, they're going to give it to him. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for West Plains.
Hall in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers up to the top of your screen. Motion man comes through, takes the handoff. That's number 82. No, I'm sorry.
That's 86, I believe.
86. Brad Gaffey.
Second and 8 for the West Plains Zizzers.
Gaffey crosses again. This time the handoff goes to the
The
right-hand
second guy
side.
through.
The second man through, and he's going to take it to almost the 50. Going to pick up about 18 yards on that carry right there.
And that is number 21 for West Plains, Ryan Martin.
One guy to keep an eye on is going to be the tight end Gerard Dietrich. A lot of talk with Hall being healthy and being able to throw the ball and in there on offense. A lot of talk about him possibly being one of the better tight ends in the Ozark Conference this year.
They go right back up the middle of that Waynesville defense. Ryan Martin with the carry. You know, Matt, we're sitting here with two teams going no huddle and getting right to the line. It's going to be like a fast break football game all night.
I can imagine in this heat and humidity out there that this fast-paced game, conditioning may play a bigger role in this.
And folks, I haven't got an official word on how many there's going to be, but you're going to have some time to go to the refrigerator tonight, because I'm going to bet you're going to see quite a few water breaks, get some hydration into these guys. And, you know, it's not just the heat factor that you have going here, Matt. You've got the fact that we haven't had this kind of heat this summer, which is not normal either. And trying to adapt to this is something that is very difficult to do, and especially when you're completely padded up out there.
Number 51, Chaston Stribling, checks into the game for the Tigers. Big 3rd and 5 right here at the Waynesville Tiger 45-yard line.
They go back to number 27. He's going to have the first down. That is Robert Kurth on the carry.
Well, it's a lot earlier in the game than it normally is, but it's time for me to tell the little ones goodnight with the late start. They're getting in bed. Want to say goodnight to Sophie, Tessa, Paige, and baby Landon. Daddy loves you, and Daddy will be home after this game. Hopefully bring home a big Tiger win tonight.
Matt, you keep having kids. We're going to have to do that on a timeout to get all that in.
First and 10 from about the Tiger 39-yard line. Handoff is Martin up the middle again. He's going to spill forward and pick up 7 or 8 yards on the carry.
Jason Smith on that tackle. We don't have statistics on Kurth right here, but Kurth is a good-sized running back coming through that hole too. He's going to dish out a little bit of punishment as he goes through.
Hall, shotgun formation, hands off once more, and Martin comes up the middle. Right now, Ryan Martin having...
That is Robert Kurth going
I'm sorry, Robert Kurth.
27. We need to get that right, because not only do we have our fans out there watching on Channel 12 tonight, but we've got the millions and millions watching live via the internet tonight, so we could have some people in West Plains. You know what would be interesting? I wonder if we've got people as far as maybe the state of Wyoming watching us tonight on the internet.
I think it's very possible. Correspondence on location. Maybe the great Kenny Sailors is watching from Wyoming tonight.
That's going to be Ryan Martin up the middle with that carry.
Right now, West Plains finding some easy running room in the middle of that Tiger defense. Haven't seen a whole lot of moves or anything special out of Ryan Hall right now. The West Plains seems pretty content to just hand that ball off and pound it into the middle of the field. Handoff comes to the near side this time. Blocker out in front. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
That's going to be number 80. Is that number 80? That was number 86.
I believe it was number 86. I think that's Brad Gaffey with the carry coming over from the slot. Tackle right there by Reggie, taking him out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That's going to put it 1st and goal for the West Plains Zizzers.
I believe that's about the 3rd time I've heard Nelson Morgan on the call and Reggie Walker making a tackle on this drive.
Handoff once more around the left-hand side. Nice wrap-up right there, right at the line. That's number 31 for Waynesville.
That's going to be Rashawn Pickett. The nice tackle. He doesn't make that tackle. He goes into the end zone.
Yeah, that's a touchdown for sure. Nice form tackle, wrapped him up right around the waist and just brought him straight to the ground. That's like you said, a touchdown saver right there. Gaffey splits out wide to the top, now comes back inside. West Plains, tight formation.
We're gonna get down. I think we got him down before he got in the end zone.
I believe so. Near side referees running in, seems to be standing on about the half-yard line.
4:30 left here in quarter number 1. West Plains is, I don't know if you call this knocking at the door or they're just about to push the door in.
Ryan Martin in the backfield behind Hall. Hall goes up under center. He's going to take it himself.
Quarterback
and it looks
sneak,
like Hall's
and he is in for the touchdown. West Plains Zizzers score touchdown here at 4:05, quarter number 1. Sam Hall with his first carry of the night. He makes it count for 6. Matt, to me, the interesting part of that drive was we didn't see Sam Hall throw the ball one time.
Has not gone to the air one time this night, but in reality, West Plains really hasn't had to yet. They've been having some success keeping that ball on the ground, running Pickett and
Kurth and Martin.
And Martin coming through there.
West Plains is going to line up for 1 here. That's going to be Isaiah Burrows with the kick. It's up, and it is good.
Burrows up and through. That's going to make it 7. With 4:05 to go here in the first quarter, that's going to be the Zizzers leading right now, 7-0 at Waynesville Tiger offense.
Tiger offense moved the ball down the field, got inside the 20, and when they got to inside the 20, they had a difficult time, got stopped on 4th down. West Plains turned it around, took it to the length of the field. Tiger offense needs to put some points on the board this time. Well, we got a second. Let's do a couple shout-outs. The first shout-out we're going to go to is Randy Hauser out there watching us on Channel 12 tonight. Say hi to Randy out there. Want to say a big hello to Dan Deering out there watching us on Channel 12 tonight. So a couple guys who decided they like the air conditioning and watching Channel 12. And if we can keep them from turning the volume down tonight and just watching the action, I think we will have accomplished something there, Matt.
Well, and I know Dan and Randy both big Cardinal fans. Heck, they may be watching us and listening to Mike Shannon call the Cardinal game right now.
Don't do that, Matt, because I'm pretty sure Dan just realized the Cardinals were on and we just lost a viewer. And our Nielsen ratings are going down. Tim Wallace over there is giving you a dirty look because his ratings are going down on Channel 12.
Well, the nice thing is we know we are padded on viewership with the millions and millions.
That's true, but I don't think that's right. That feels like we're neglecting somebody there.
I would never neglect Dan Deering. All right, Burrows set to kick it off for the West Plains Zizzers. Hedrick and Walker back deep again for the Waynesville Tigers. Burrows this time is going to kick it deep. That's going to Walker. Reggie fields it about the 6-yard line. Brings it to the near side. He's crossing the 20.
Oh,
jumps.
And we got a flag down, our first flag of the night.
Ball sitting at the 27, still waiting to get a call on the penalty. It appears to be against the Waynesville Tigers. We've got a chop block against the Waynesville Tigers, so that's going to be a personal foul. That's going to back it back up all the way to the 10-yard line. So the Waynesville Tigers going to take over there, but we're going to have one of those breaks that you just mentioned. We're going to have our first water break in the game. I don't know a current temperature and everything else, but it is definitely warm, and I can imagine that turf. It's even hotter down there. Definitely want to do what's in the best interest of the kids tonight. Give these guys a break, get them some water, make sure they're hydrated. We see every year the stress on heat-related injuries and concussions and the different thing. Definitely want to make sure we're doing everything in the guys' best interest.
I want to say a big hello out to a couple other big fans we've got out there watching us tonight on Channel 12. Isabel and Truman Trier are watching us there at home, enjoying the nice cool weather, so we want to thank them. That's pumping those Nielsen ratings up too.
Well, then that's in my neighborhood, so I think my neighborhood's got to be one of the surging neighborhoods right now.
We'll get Tim Wallace on that surging neighborhood map here for Waynesville, and we'll find out some information on that.
All right, in motion come the Tigers. Baron Martinez hands the ball off. I believe that's Seth Hedrick.
That's Reggie Walker on that carry.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong sheet here. Reggie Walker's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. Chance Davis with the tackle there for the West Plains Zizzers.
Tigers go back up the middle that time. I believe that's Jason Smith on the carry. Nope, that was Jalen Thomas. Jalen is back in. That's why I couldn't. We're kind of at a bad angle there as far as seeing numbers from the booth, but that's a good sign to see Jalen back in the game. Had a chance to talk to Jalen today, and he was ready to play this game at about 2:30. He wasn't about all that waiting around till 8 o'clock to get this game in.
JT picks up 5 on that last carry, which made it 3rd and 1.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. I think the Waynesville Tigers have it from here, but like you said, it's kind of a rough angle from right here. It's going to be close.
And it's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about a half a yard. And they move the ball back. Yeah, it's about a full half yard.
Tigers punt team is in. Matt, can you see that number back there? Baron Martinez. It is. I thought it might be Baron back to punt.
Baron gets off a nice little kick. It's going to bounce, go straight up, and
take a Tiger roll.
Take a Tiger roll down to about the 35-yard line, where it's going to be touched dead right there by number 10, Seth Hedrick.
Nice part about having Baron back there punting. Gives you a little extra threat. When your quarterback's punting, it keeps the defense honest with what's going on.
Definitely have to worry about Barron just tucking that ball and taking off right there. Not able to put back a lot of punt protection. Barron gets a good kickoff. It rolls down to 35, and Hall and the West Plains Zizzers will take over right there on offense.
Ozark Conference update, early going. All these games starting late, just like we did here at Tiger Stadium. Hillcrest Hornets taking an early lead on the Camdenton Lakers, 7-0 in the first quarter.
Hall hands off up the middle. That time we're going to be stopped for about a 2.5, 3-yard gain. I believe that is Martin.
Martin with the carry.
Big Sam Roberts with that tackle right there on the inside. Hall gives off this time. Duffy heading up around the right-hand corner. He's going to be stopped short of the first.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for West Plains. Minute 36 left here in quarter number 1. Kareem Isaac with the tackle there for the Tigers.
3rd and 1. Hall in the shotgun.
It's time the Tigers are going to stop the Zizzers on 3rd down. They're going to bring up a 4th and 4.
About a 3-yard loss on the play right there. Nice job of the Tiger defense to pursue down the line. Don't just chase into the backfield, pursue down the line, stop them for a loss.
Chasden Stribling and Kareem Isaac both in on that tackle.
It looks like West Plains is going to punt. Seth Hedrick goes back deep to return for Waynesville, stands at about the 20-yard line.
Well, we got a flag down. The Tigers came across, but now where they drew across, that's going to be the key here.
I almost think that they have to be. The fact that the whole line...
The whole right side went. That's the thing. It was the entire right side of the Tiger defense went, but they're going to call that offsides against the Tigers, and that's going to be a 1st down for West Plains.
Tough break right there. Held West Plains to a 3-and-out and jump off sides, and West Plains is going to get a fresh set of downs. So Hall will come right back in at quarterback.
Play clock's running. They're going to have to run a play here as there's a 10-second differential, and West Plains gets up to the line.
Probably going to be the last play of the 1st quarter right here. Hall in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Hall's going to pass.
He's going to overthrow his intended receiver there, number 87, Gerard Dietrich.
Gerard Dietrich. That's the big tight end that Coach Wilking was talking about this morning.
I wondered coming out like that off, getting that quick turnover, if we wouldn't see them go to the air and try to pick up something quick. 6.9 seconds left here in the 1st quarter.
Now I see what Coach Wilking was talking about. For a tight end, he is a large load. Dietrich spread down to the bottom of your screen this time.
Definitely sets up a mismatch height-wise. He's down there. Reggie Walker's on him.
Handoff that time going to be dropped in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss on the play.
That's going to be bring us to the end of the 1st quarter here with the West Plains Zizzers leading 7-0, Matt. Fairly solid 1st quarter by both teams there. The Tigers with the mistake jumping off sides and giving the ball back to the Zizzers, but that's going to be 3rd and about 13 when we start up the 2nd quarter. The Tigers get a stop and get the ball back, and nothing's hurt. That's the key out of this. Tigers going to be next in action next Friday night as they travel down I-44 to Lebanon to take on the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets are taking on the Rolla Bulldogs tonight up in Rolla. We're going to see if we can get a score update on that game. And then we're back at home September the 5th. The Hillcrest Hornets come rolling into town. So we be back at home in 2 weeks. That's kind of nice. You know, I know the Tigers, talking to these guys around school and stuff, they look forward to playing here. Not that they don't like going on the road and playing, but they really like playing on the home turf here at Tiger Stadium. The Heat got a lot of people here today as the tennis match was here at home, and they got completely canceled. And, the tennis match was in Jeff City, got completely canceled. And the girls softball team was headed up for a 2-day tournament up in Troy and got them on the bus this morning. They pulled them off as that tournament got called off.
All looking for a receiver
almost
right there.
Picked off. I believe that's Seth Hedrick.
Seth Hedrick almost comes out of there with the interception, but great job to break up that play. And after the first series where West Plains had some success coming down the middle, maybe those Tigers had a little butterflies because we've seen 2 tough defensive stands.
You know what gets rid of butterflies like that?
Popping someone right in the mouth.
No, I'm going to say Carl Wilking down there in that huddle losing his mind on his defense. helps that just a little bit. Punt's going to be short. It's going to be caught by Hedrick. And
Hedrick's going to go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, all the way up to the 35. Steps out of bounds. The Waynesville Tiger offense will come back under Baron Martinez and start right there.
Pretty good field position for the Tigers to start out. Their first possession here in the second quarter.
Well, and talking about that defensive, those last two stands right there, you give up the penalty and give West Plains a second shot, and that defense steps right back in and just puts West Plains back on their heels, stops them 3 and out, and give the offense a chance to get out here as they line up 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 wide out to the top. Baron Martinez is going to the air.
He's got a wide open. That's going to be Nigel Farmer with the catch.
Nigel
down to the 35.
Jumps up and pulls that ball down right there.
Nice
catch.
It's going to be a 32-yard pass play there for the Tigers.
Well, they're going to bring him back to the 35, so right at 30 or 25 yards on the play. But nice job of Nigel right there. Gets some separation with the speed, goes up and gets the ball. Baron going right back to the air. That ball's
tipped. He's going to be pipped, and it's going to be picked off. That's going to be number 27.
That's
Robert
Kurth. Robert Kurth in there playing running back tonight. That ball goes tipped and running back's hands right there.
Nothing a quarterback hates worse than getting that ball tipped, because then it's a free-for-all. It usually seems like the defense comes out of that better than the offense.
Well, and Kurth being in there running at the running back position tonight, you got to figure he's probably got decent hands. He grabs that ball, comes down with it, and West Plains is going to take over at the 22-yard line. And that defense is right back onto the field for Waynesville. Ball comes over into the middle. Breaks
free. Reggie Walker with an open field tackle that just saved a touchdown.
Ryan Martin.
He brings him down at the 45-yard line. It was Reggie or nothing, and Reggie wrapped him up and brought him to the ground.
Nice block right there on the inside. Freed that up. Martin found daylight. Started to see a little acceleration there. Reggie runs him down, saves the touchdown. Hall gives right back up the middle again that time. That's going to be Martin once more.
Looks like he's going to pick up about 5. Got a score update from up the interstate. In Rolla, Lebanon is up on Rolla 21-14 in the second quarter.
Little moving around in the backfield. West Plains going to take a timeout here. Hall didn't look like everybody was set in the right position. He was directing traffic in the backfield and decided better of it, and going to get a timeout there, make sure they've got the right play called. .26 remaining here in the first half.
You know, Matt, we talked about the weather off and on. Of course, it's been the topic of conversation for the last couple of days around here. Yesterday, no outside sports practices due to the heat for any of the sports here in Waynesville. I've read an interesting article on the internet. Nixa was scheduled to play Jeff City Helias Sunday afternoon at 3:30, which when I read that, I thought that had to be a misprint, but it wasn't, because that game was going to be broadcast live on ESPNU. Due to the heat, that game needed to be moved, and ESPNU was willing to move it to Sunday night, show it live. Nixa didn't want to do that, so they're going to play that tomorrow night. Nixa's whole idea was, if we play that game late Sunday night, we're going to get our kids in bed between 1 and 2, and it's going to disrupt the educational process. I thought that was a little bit commendable on the Nixa school district there. Most people might not have looked at it quite that way, but they're going to get the kids in class and play the game and miss out on playing on nationwide TV.
Kelby Midori on that ball carry right there lost his footing as he came around as they ran a little misdirection play, but he loses his footing. Looks to pick up maybe a half yard on the carry. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. Personnel changes. We see Kurth coming back into the game, checking in at tailback behind Hall. Hall takes it. He hands to Kurth. Kurth up the middle. He's broken free.
He's got Reggie Walker
once more saves a touchdown.
Wow, Reggie Walker. He started that, Matt. He was about 8 yards behind Kurth and tracked him down. He brought him down inside the 10, but Reggie had his ankles on about the 13. Saved a touchdown there.
Reggie Walker tonight has made some amazing tackles, closing out of nowhere to save a touchdown.
There's been nights we've said Reggie's name a lot, but that's been on the basketball court, not the football field.
Reggie definitely showing he can play that defensive back position. Handoff goes back up the middle again.
It's going to be number 32, isn't it?
Matt Wernzing, that's going to be the big defensive tackle. Must be their jumbo package. I'm sorry, linebacker, not defensive tackle. Wernzing's going to stay in there. Hall comes back in the shotgun. We're going to have another timeout.
By West Plains, it is. Matt, while we're at this timeout, this just coming over the wire, we got to give credit where credit due. This is for one of our TV networks that we're up against, ESPN. It just came out that former Hillcrest Hornet wide receiver and Mizzou Tiger wide receiver Doriel Green Beckham will not play this year for the Oklahoma Sooners as the NCAA declines his waiver. That's some big news to come out late on a Friday night. You'd think that'd be more during the day news.
Well, they probably knew we were broadcasting. We've had the opportunity to call a few games with Doriel. They wanted to give us that exclusive so we could break that
that very
right
well
here.
could, and it probably will. You know, Chris Berman's always been very good to us. Mel Kiper, you know, a couple great guys that provide us with information.
West Plains come back to the line. It's 2nd and goal. The ball sits at about the 5-yard line. Martin in the backfield with Hall. Hall looks to pitch, decides not to, and he is dropped for a loss.
Well, that play did not develop at all, Matt. The Tigers were in the backfield, and Hall really didn't look like once the Tigers put a little pressure on on the ball, he didn't really know what to do. He just kind of went to the ground.
No, he didn't look comfortable. He didn't look like he knew whether he should pitch, what to do, and by the time he thought about it, he was planted. It's going to back it up about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 9.
This time Hall's going to pass the ball, rolls to the right. Oh, right through the hands of his intended receiver. Andrew Cobb drops that pass from Hall. Looks like they're going to bring in the field goal team. So that answers my question I was getting ready to ask you about West Plains' kicking game.
Well, Burroughs had one of the better kicking percentages in the Central Ozark Conference last year. I believe on field goals inside the 25-yard line that he was something, I believe it was 83% on field goals inside the 25.
Kick is
That's
going to be
good.
blocked.
hand on that ball, knocks it down. That's going to be no good, and the Waynesville Tiger offense will take over right there.
It's hard to tell who had a hand on that ball. It appeared it might have been Nigel Farmer. He was the one deepest in that backfield. The Tigers are going to get the ball on downs now with a chance to take the length of the field and tie this game up.
I believe you're right. The high fives and the...
Nigel played that just about right. He needs to use his speed, not his height, to get that block. We're going to have a water break once again per Misha regulations. Got a score from got another score from the Ozark Conference. Camdenton Lakers taking an 8-7 lead over the Hillcrest Hornets in the second quarter. Lots of action going on. Everybody's starting football tonight. Everybody except Nixa and Elias, and we've already discussed that. While we're in this water break, girls volleyball action down in Glendale tonight as the Lady Tigers are taking on the Lady Falcons of Glendale to kick off the season. They're on the road for 3 games next week at Dixon on Monday night, Elias on Tuesday night, Marshfield on Thursday night. Lady Tigers are open up at home September the 4th as the Hillcrest Hornets come into town. I believe it's September the 9th will be our first Lady Tiger volleyball broadcast. They're going to be playing that on the new gym floor inside Waynesville High School. If you haven't had a chance to come down and check that out, that'd be a good time to come down and check out some more of the new facilities here at Waynesville.
Baron Martinez going to keep it up the middle, still on his feet. He crosses the 30, 40, 50, and Baron Martinez is gone.
Baron takes it to the house.
And it's coming back.
And there is a flag on the play.
Right at the 20-yard line, and I didn't catch
I'm
the
very
number.
confused there, Matt, because Barron at about the 40 had the touchdown.
Well, and it looked like the Tiger player was running behind Barron. I don't think he meant to hit the West Plains guy. It honestly, I saw it happen, looked like he lost his balance and fell forward, just happened to be on the feet of a West Plains guy. Didn't look like he was putting an arm out to block him to hit him. It looked like he tripped into the West Plains guy. And there the flag flew, so it's going to be a personal foul from right there.
Which will be 15 from there. It was an 80-yard touchdown. Scamper is going to be brought back, and the Tigers will take over on the 35 probably.
Right
They'll be on the 30, right at the
30. Yeah. Boy, and
well, they marked 10 off instead of 15, so.
It did not look intentional. It looked like he lost his balance and fell into the West Plains guy. But like you said, Varon had a wide margin of clearance headed all the way down the field. Tough break right there for the Tigers, but Varon right back under quarterback. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. Martinez in the shotgun formation. JT in the backfield behind him. Handoff goes to JT. JT goes forward. He spins and picks up about 5 yards on the carry. Kurth in on the tackle there. Seth Hedrick goes to the top of your screen.
They keep lining Reggie up down there, and he's getting one-on-one coverage. There's going to be a moment in this game we're going to get Reggie the ball out in the open field. We're going to pick up some yards for that. We're going to have a timeout by the Tigers here at 7:04, quarter number 2. Yeah, folks, if you just turn the game on, it is the second quarter. Late start tonight because of the heat advisory in Pulaski County. We hope you all are enjoying the game at home and the air conditioning. Talked about heat-related events and everything. The Tiger Lady Tiger tennis team was supposed to go to Jeff City tonight to take on Helias, and that's all been it's been adjusted. They're going to open the season up Wednesday night here at home. Is going to be Lady Tigers' first match. Get out Wednesday night. Hopefully it's not quite this hot. You can get out here and watch some Lady Tiger tennis action. Yep, you're right. JT's over here on the sideline. Doesn't appear anything wrong. He just back here got a drink.
Tigers go 4 wide.
Go Barron back up the middle again. It's gonna be short of the first down. It looks like it'll bring up about a 3rd and 1.
Like the idea there, though. We saw Barron shoot the middle, wide open space, spread the defense there with 4 wide receivers, give Barron a shot up the middle.
Jason Smith and Jalen Thomas both come into the game.
Big play right here.
Kareem Isaacs in the backfield. We got backs all around Barron here. We've got Kareem behind him. We've got JT and Jason beside Barron here in a short yardage situation. And we've got a timeout by Waynesville.
Well, this is a big 3rd down and 1 upcoming. We've got 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go here. Waynesville definitely wants to come out of here with points, get a chance to tie this game up before half. Waynesville having a lot of success. Couple penalties, bad break on the tip pass. But Waynesville very, very capable right here.
And you got to believe from where we're at right now, they may be trying to set something up. You know, you're 3rd and 1, but you're going to take 2 shots at this.
Right.
If you don't get this on this first time, you're going to come right back out and go for it. You know, might be one of those times you want to fire that ball down the field to Reggie Walker or to Seth Hedrick or something to try to pick up a big play here.
Well, we saw Reggie on one-on-one coverage out here. The way we've seen Reggie close on some tackles tonight, I'm pretty sure I'll take Reggie heads up against anybody that got one-on-one coverage.
It'll be given to Jason Smith. He's going to take it around the right side, stays on his feet, takes it down to about the 12, 13-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 13. First and 10 from the Tigers from the 13. 6:05 left here in the first half.
Barron Martinez, touchdown.
Touchdown Tigers. Barron Martinez from 13 yards out. It's only right that Barron scored that touchdown after having his 80-yard scamper brought back.
Barron faked that give up the middle and took off around that right side, and we saw that speed we saw last year, and of course we've seen for years coaching Barron in track. Barron gets some open ground. Not many people going to run him down. Sam Thompson in to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's
good. We're tied here at 7, just under the 6-minute mark.
Brand new ball game as it looks like T-shirts are getting ready to fly.
T-shirts, little footballs, T-shirts. That appeared to be a Rick Vernon bobblehead they threw up into the crowd. There's all kinds of stadium giveaways tonight on opening night.
Is that part of the farewell tour, or?
Well, I think that's what we need to have, Matt.
Well, you know, we've seen some great baseball players the last few years. Each time they come to a stadium and the gifts are given, I think we need to start planning out what gifts we're going to give at each game.
Well, I think you're onto something there.
Well, I always know I'm onto something. Now, most of the time people don't think it's a good idea, but I appreciate
I'm not sure it's a good idea, but I think you're onto something. Kickapoo up on Parkview, 21-10 at half. You know that late night that nighttime show on the Springfield networks that goes back and recaps high school football is going to have to come on at about midnight tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, and we know that they're going to be here because we've seen the networks walking around down here. Ball fielded at about the 20. Goes forward and stopped right just short of the 30-yard line. West Plains is going to take over there. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the first half.
That's John Williams on the return for West Plains.
Jalen Thompson with the stop. Not Thompson, Thomas. Jalen Thomas.
Got to be real careful about that, Matt. JT will come see me first thing Monday morning, even if it's you that does that.
Hall takes the snap. It goes up the middle. I believe that's Ryan Martin with the carry. He's going to go forward and pick up about a yard.
Nice job by the Tiger defense there, closing the middle down. As we've got man, officials were stopping the clock, but not exactly what for. They've got it started again.
Matt Wernsing checks into the game for West Plains. Snap goes, gives again to Martin. Martin tries the near side of the field, and not a lot there. Goes forward, picks up about 2 or 3.
Kareem Isaac on that tackle.
Quickly going to be about 3rd and 5 here for the West Plains Zizzers. In motion, gives it to the motion man. That's number 86. I believe that's Duffy. He's gonna be real close.
Depends on the spot. I think he's got enough for the first down.
I'm sorry, Gaffey. Brad Gaffey with the carry.
And it is going to be a first down. It
gets around that left-hand side of the line, just ekes across just enough for the first down as we see number 87 for Waynesville, Jacob Saylor, checking into the game. Fakes the handoff.
That ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. Waynesville.
It looks like the Tigers got have that. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in that West Plains backfield. And West Plains somehow.
Wow.
Waynesville has the ball. As there was a discussion of the referees out there. Well, that play just did not look smooth in the backfield, Matt.
Well, we saw him run that little misdirection, the slot receivers crossing and then handing off to the second one coming back on the reverse. And that time, nobody looked like they were real comfortable, knew what they were doing. That ball hits the turf. Waynesville jumps on it, and now 1st and 10 Tigers, about the 42-yard line of West Plains. We've got about 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Barron's going to go to the air. Quick pass.
He goes behind his receiver there. That'd be Seth Hedrick.
The intended target. Seth reaches back for it. Not able to get a handle on it.
Matt, we had in this heat tonight at Parkview, we had a 50-yard field goal to end the first half by Middlebrooks of Parkview. That's a new Viking school record. 50-yard field goal out of a high school kid is something else.
No kidding. Tigers go 5 wide, spread the defense. Baron Martinez in the backfield. Closes, ball's handed off that time. That's going to be Farmer. Farmer's going to be brought down after about a 1-yard gain, it looks like.
3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Just at the 4-minute mark here in the first half.
Baron Martinez drops back and pulls it down. He takes off, crosses the 30. He's going to take a hard hit and go out of bounds right about the 25, but should pick up the first down. He does, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the West Plains 25. 3 minutes, 39 seconds to go here in the first half.
Chance Davis on the tackle. Jason Smith up the middle. He's going to pick up maybe a yard.
Barron turns.
Barron's under
Fake
pressure.
the
He goes
handoff.
down. The ball, I think Barron got it back. It was kind of loose there in his hand, but he's going to get dropped for a sack.
That's going to be about a 9-yard loss on the play for the Tigers. I'll bring up about a 3rd and 19.
Well, Barron, no chance right there. The Zizzers were in the backfield as he turned around. He faked that handoff up the middle and turned around right into 2 defenders. Three wides to the top of your screen.
Barron looks, a little swing pass.
And we've got a flag. That's going to be in the area of holding, but I don't know that it's going to matter. They may push Waynesville back here and make it.
It is going to be holding against the Tigers.
It'd be interesting to see what West Plains does. It'd be 4th and about 19, but do you move them all back and go 3rd and 29, or how do you know?
Boy, if I'm West Plains coach area, I don't know that I give Baron Martinez a shot.
And they don't. They decline that. It's going to be 4th and 19, and Tigers are up. But Barron looks like I think Barron's going to back up and punt this. I think you may see a little pooch punt here or something. Maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little pooch punt.
Ball's going to hit at about the 5. Oh!
Oh, almost. Great effort down there by the Tigers. That's number 6, Nigel Farmer. Nigel almost got that stopped at the 1-yard line. It was if he would have, that would have been one heck of a play.
So West Plains will take it over at the 20. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in the first half.
So 2:15. Zizzers with the ball on the 20. If you're West Plains, what do you do here, Matt? Are you happy 7-7? You run the clock out. You're going to get the ball to start the first half or second half.
If I'm Coach Harry, Hall hasn't really dropped back and thrown too much tonight. I think I take 1 or 2 shots, and then if it don't get anything, but there's a high snap. The ball's on the ground.
And the Tigers have it.
And there's why you don't do what I said.
And
something like that happens, and all of a sudden the Tigers are deep in your end zone.
The Tigers are inside the 10-yard line here with 2:10. And now if you're Coach Airy, you're going, man, should have ran that ball up the gut 3 times.
That's why no one should listen to me.
There's a piece of advice, folks, right there.
But I was thinking you take a couple shots. If nothing's there, you just kneel on it and go to halftime. But, boy, you risk exactly what happened right there. You risk that high snap, and now Waynesville's knocking on the door. Handoff that time goes to Jason. Jason's going to go forward and pick up about
Looks like he's just over the 5-yard line.
yards. Jason Smith stumbles forward. We are just under 2 minutes to go here. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. We're going to have a timeout here.
And that's going to be West
West
Plains.
Plains, that's going to be their last one. That's 3.
Second down, 5 yards to go. Second down and goal, 5 yards to go. Minute 34 left here in the first half.
We see Fast Willie Parker down there on the sidelines talking to Coach Wilkins. Said it probably still a couple weeks away from Willie being fully healthy and ready to go. We saw last year when the Tigers had 3 different running backs that gave you a lot of different looks, how dangerous they could be in the backfield. Look forward to seeing Willie Parker back out there. West Plains comes back onto the field. 2nd and 5, minute 34 left to go here in the first half. Baron Martinez, a trio of running backs around him.
JT, Jason, Kareem, I believe.
Gives to Jason, who's hit immediately.
Jason was hitting the backfield.
He's going to lose a couple yards on the play. That'll be third and goal from about the 7.
Looks like they're going to mark that ball at just past the 8, so it's going to be 8.5 now.
Matt Wernzine in there on that stop right there. 97 tackles a year ago. Definitely the kind of linebacker you want on your team. So we've got Waynesville calls that timeout before the play snapped. So Waynesville going to take the timeout here, talk about it.
I believe that's Waynesville's 3rd timeout too, isn't it? You can look at that board all you want, but we've had some difficulties with the timeout today.
I believe that's Waynesville 2nd. I think we still have one more.
When you're listening, when you have a radio on during the day on your belt, sometimes you hear information that comes in handy later on. And we had a little malfunction with the timeout light today, so that's why we don't have the timeouts up on the scoreboard.
See, you held back on me pregame. That would have been helpful. I keep looking over there looking for something.
You thought it was because of the heat.
Well, you know, heat affects things in different ways. Maybe the timeout light just couldn't handle the heat.
That might have been good for that repairman to know.
Don't envy that job out there. All right, 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9. Baron Martinez, deep in shotgun formation. 5 receivers, 2 to the bottom, 3 to the top of your screen. Spreads the defense out. Baron Martinez. Nigel Farmer comes in motion.
Baron's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down right at the 10-yard line. So we're going to have 4th and goal from the 10. Be interesting to see if we see Sam Thompson come in for the field goal or we go for it right here.
It appears we're going for it. 27 seconds and the clock spins. Barron taking all of the time off the play clock in case this isn't successful, but a pass goes across the middle.
It's going to be incomplete. Tigers going to be held out of the end zone. 6.5 seconds left. I think you're going to see West Plains take a knee here.
I'm going to say, yeah, at this point, especially after the mishap last time, you're going to go. West Plains Coach Aries going to go to the locker room thrilled to death to be tied in this ball game right now.
and the Zizzers are going to take a knee here with 6.5 seconds to go. Zizzers will start out receiving the kick coming out in the second half. And so we're going to go to halftime, all tied up here at 7 at Tiger Stadium in the home opener of the 2014 football season. And folks, we're going to let you sit back and enjoy the Waynesville Tiger band, and we will see you in about 15 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here from Tiger Stadium. The Tigers and the West Plains Zizzers all tied up at 7 here in home opener of the 2014 Ozark Conference action. West Plains is going to start off with receiving the kickoff here. As Matt, the Tigers missed a golden opportunity at the end of the first half to put some more points on the board after the turnover deep in West Plains territory by the Zizzers. Going to need the Tiger defense to step up here to start off the second half.
Well, and we saw the very first drive, West Plains really went right down the field, just pounding that ball into the middle of the field. Looks like the Tiger defense might have had a little butterflies in their stomach, a little nervousness, because basically every defensive stand since then, the Tigers have really clogged the middle of the field, and West Plains having to work real hard to find some offensive yardage. You talked about the big mistake. The fumbled snap right there before the end of the half gave Waynesville a really good opportunity. Got to think West Plains feels really good right now to be in a tie ball game headed into the second half and getting the ball.
Folks, if you've been sitting there at home in the air conditioning and haven't been out, still a nice warm 84 degrees here at Tiger Stadium. The real feel at 90 degrees, and I'm going to guess, Matt, on that AstroTurf down there, it probably feels a little bit hotter than that.
Absolutely. From the judge in the stands, it does not look like a cool, comfortable, typical football evening that we are accustomed to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tigers fans, Zizzers fans, everybody at home, up on your feet for the kickoff. Hits about the 29-yard line, skips up, and it's picked up. I believe that's Gerard Dietrich who picked it up and brought it back out. Cannot see for sure.
Looks like he got West Plains going to take over at the 34-yard line.
No, I'm sorry, that's John Williams on the return there. So West Plains will start at the 34-yard line. Sam Hall comes in. Shotgun. Looks like Ryan Martin standing in the backfield beside him. Handoff goes to Martin. Martin tries the middle. He's going to spill forward and pick up maybe a yard and a half. Not much there.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Third quarter action from up I-44 here as Lebanon is up on Rolla 27-17 in the third quarter. Lebanon, the next opponent for the Tigers.
Handoff to Martin again, that time up the left side, finds a little room, spills forward, picks up about 8.5, and that's going to be a first down for West Plains as they're going to take it just across the 45-yard line. Nigel Farmer in on the tackle. Sets down just inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers. 3 wideouts to the top of your screen for West Plains, 1 to the bottom. Hall in the backfield in shotgun formation. Martin beside him. Gives to Martin. He goes back around that left-hand side. He's got 10 more yards and another first down.
He's going to be brought down by Reggie Walker.
Another stop tonight. I don't have a count on that, but that's several tackles by Reggie Walker. Handoff goes to Martin again. Up the left-hand side, he's going to about 12 yards and out of bounds.
Like some confusion on the offensive defensive line there. No flags though. I guess there's an official in the middle. That was rather interesting.
Yeah.
Development.
Not clear exactly what that was. I don't know if maybe the referee hadn't whistled the ball into play.
We're going to be 1st and 10, the 31-yard line for the Zizzers.
Handoff comes this time. That's Brad Gaffey. Comes across the field. Hayden Nichols and a Waynesville Tiger get up none too pleased with each other.
Yeah. Was that Kareem Isaac loses his helmet, so he has to come out for a play right there. 2nd and 10 for the Zizzers.
Hall hands off this time. Ball goes to number 87. That's going to be Gerard Dietrich. About the 18-yard lines, he's finally pushed out of bounds, and 10 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and West Plains knocking on the door of the Waynesville Tigers. Kurth that time into the middle. Going to pick up about 2. Sam Roberts for the stop for the Tigers. It'll be about 2nd and 8.
Ball's going to the left side. Nice open field tackle there by Nigel Farmer.
That's that little backfield cross play that we've seen several times. That's Brad Gaffey trying to get around. He's going to pick up a couple yards, but not a whole lot. That'll be about 3rd and 6 from the 15-yard line. Got to think West Plains probably going to take 2 shots here, possibly a field goal.
We've seen them kick the extra point. Was pretty solid here. You got to think Hall's got to go to the air at some point.
Got Gerard Dietrich one-on-one down here at the bottom of the screen, and we're going to have a timeout.
West Plains play clock had gotten all the way down to 1. The Zizzers take their first time out of the second half. Well, we've got a minute. Matt, we've talked about a lot of our fall sports. Boys soccer team's going to open up action at Hillcrest on next Tuesday night, and then next Thursday night at the soccer field, Columbia Battle rolls into town to take on the boys soccer team. And in our final fall sport that we haven't talked about, the cross-country team, the boys and girls cross-country team, is going to open up the season September 6th as they travel to Jefferson City. And love to see folks come out and support all the programs here at Waynesville.
Seems like with as many teams and as many activities, so much going on, almost something you could come watch every night.
That's just about right. There's something always going on.
A little dive up the middle doesn't do much, so that's going to bring up the 4th down right there. It's going to be about 4th and 5 for the for the West Plains Zizzers.
And West Plains is going to leave the offense on the field.
It looks like Hall's staying in.
Well, you're in a situation here. If you turn the ball over on downs, Waynesville's going to get the ball probably inside the 15.
Hall in the shotgun. He drops back. He's going to go to the air.
He lofts it up. It's one-on-one. Oh, no. We're going to get a pass interference call. Wow.
Well, I don't think we had our hands on him, but we never looked back for the ball.
Well, once you don't do that, if you touch him at all, you're going to get that flag thrown.
That would be the only thing I saw there. It didn't look like the Waynesville defender looked back for the ball, Ball hit the Waynesville defender in the hand, but never looked back, and I think that's where we're going to get the call right there. And unfortunately, that's going to go against Waynesville and give West Plains first and goal.
They haven't marked it off yet. It'll be half the distance, I believe, if I'm correct. Is that right, Matt? It should go down about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, it should be half the distance, right at the 9-yard line. And that, well, right at the 8, and that is going to put it first and goal from about the 7
yard. Yeah, they're going to mark. They're going to actually call it the 7-yard line, I believe. So the West Plains will get 4 more shots.
Tough break right there.
Getting a touchdown here.
Handoff goes to Kurth. Kurth tries to dive in the left-hand side, and he goes forward. He's going to be brought down about the 2. That'll bring up second and goal.
They actually marked that at the 1. I thought they would give it to the 2. Looked like his niece went down a good bit distance back from there, Matt, but Tigers with another stop. Looks like they're going to be stopped. There's going to be a loss there. They'll move the ball back to about the 3-yard line. Nigel Farmer in on that
makes
tackle.
up for the yard we were shorted last time. So
3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Zizzers. 7 minutes left here in quarter number 3.
Run up the middle, and he's in.
He looks like he's in. We haven't got an official signal from the, and he is going to be in. That's going to be Ryan Martin with a 3-yard touchdown run for the Zizzers. It's going to give West Plains a 13-7 lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Isaac Burrows on to attempt the extra point for the Zizzers. Tyler Sands in there to hold it. Snaps back, ball's down, the kick's up.
And it is no good. He pulls it wide left. Yes, he does. He pulls it wide left. A lot of pressure there by the Tiger left or right side of the defense coming in, and he pulled it wide left. So West Plains 13-7 over the Tigers. 6:37 left here in quarter number 3. Matt, got a couple scores from around the Ozark Conference at the end of the 3rd quarter down in Springfield. Camdenton is up on Hillcrest 21-7 with 7:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Up the interstate, Lebanon holding on to a 34-24 lead over the Rolla Bulldogs. Waynesville headed down to Lebanon next Friday night for Ozark Conference action. See what else is coming across the ticker while we wait on the kickoff. Ozark Tigers over Bolivar, 21-18 at the half.
Tigers drop 2 deep back. That's going to be Seth Hedrick and Reggie Walker back deep. Burrows comes on to kick off for the West Plains Zizzers.
Kickapoo up on Parkview, 28-13 in the 3rd quarter.
Burrows brings it over. That's a little different. Brings it over to the near hash. Doesn't use the traditional mark. Brings it over to the near hash.
Seth Hedrick, Reggie Walker back for the Tigers.
Burrows a little bouncer down the middle. Ball's touched and loose, but covered up right at the Waynesville 33-yard line, 34-yard line, and the Tigers will take over there.
Something we see, we have seen every year we've done games on TV is Teams come in here and squib kick that kickoff to the Tigers and try to keep the ball out of the speed receivers of the Tigers' hands in the open field. We got a water break going on out there. That water break's brought to you by MISHA, Missouri High School Activities Association. Bring you this hydration break. So, folks, if you're sitting around the house and you're thirsty, you might want to get up and get you an ice cold glass of water.
I think it's getting late. If we're going to start sponsoring water breaks.
This just in, Ozark Conference action from Joplin. Joplin up on Glendale, 42-6 in the second quarter. Hillcrest closes the gap. Hillcrest trails Camdenton 21-14. 11 minutes left in the ball game.
As we're ready to go back to action here, Varen Martinez comes to the line. Looks like Jalen Thomas back there, running back behind him. 4 receivers wide, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom for the Waynesville offense. Seth Hedrick comes in motion, gets the handoff. Looking for some space along the line. He's going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 4.
It's like about 4. Seth with a nice little move there in the backfield. He was about to get contact even behind the line of scrimmage. Was able to get around that defensive surge there, pick up 4 yards. Like
same formation comes to the line. Hedrick in motion once more, this time kept on the ground. Varen Martinez takes it up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards.
We're going to come up with a 3rd and 2 for the Tigers at the 41-yard line. Jalen Thomas in the backfield behind Varen. Jalen's going to get the ball this time, I believe, and he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen met there by a couple of Zizzers just as he gets the ball, stood up at the line, and that'll bring up about 4th and 3 for the Waynesville Tigers.
Tyler Sands back to receive the punt for West Plains.
High snap.
Oh,
Varen gets
man.
it
Nice
corralled.
job by Varen. That was a great job by Varen just to get it off.
Takes a Zizzer bounce, and Nigel Farmer's going to touch it dead at the 42-yard line or so. But like you said, Varen Martinez ducking for his life.
Well, Varen got hit in the backfield afterwards. I think what the referee's saying is Varen, after taking the high snap, Varen had to take about 3 steps, which emulated a run, and so that's why they didn't have a roughing the punter. Varen, none too happy about that. Coach Vernon, none too happy about that.
Varen ducking for his life there. Nice job to just get that kick away. Push it down the field a little bit, and the Zizzers will take over at their own 42-yard line. 5 wide, 3 receivers to the top, 2 to the back. I believe this is the first empty backfield we've seen tonight. So the handoff goes. That's number 2 for West Plains. That's Nia Den.
Matt, I'm still I'm very surprised that we have not seen Sam Hall throw the ball more tonight.
Well, and even there, you line up a passing formation, and it's a little give to a receiver crossing in the backfield.
Well, and that's the type of play where there's only one guy can possibly get that ball to run. It just, I'm here we go, empty backfield again.
We've seen Gaffey several times on this cross right here. Fakes the give and Sam's going to go to the air this time. He's got Dietrich, I believe.
He completes the pass out to about the 46-yard line. 47 they're going to mark it at. Kareem Isaac on the tackle. Like I said, I'm surprised after everything that everything that we kind of heard this week and the stuff you'd read. I really thought we'd see Sam Hall throw the ball. Not all. I didn't expect it to be an all passing offense, but I thought he would open it up more than this.
I did it as well. And now we see it again. That ball's out of bounds, no catch. Juggling the ball as he goes out, and that's number 4 for
That's
Waynesville.
Kareem
Isaac again. Kareem takes Dietrich out of bounds on the last play, and that time breaks up the pass.
They come to the short side of the field there. Not a lot of room to operate. If he catches that ball, it's not a first down.
No.
And
we see Seth Hedrick back deep to receive for Waynesville as West Plains looks to punt. 4th and 5 from about the 47-yard line.
And we're going to have a timeout by West Plains. A little surprised by that because the play clock was running down. Out at midfield in punt formation, I'm not sure you don't take the 5 yards and keep your timeout at that point, but either way, that's an advantage, Waynesville.
Well, advantage Waynesville, and that's their second. West Plains one more timeout on the evening. West Plains definitely using all of the timeouts here this evening.
Update from Rolla as Rolla closes the gap as the lead is now only 3 with 4:36 left in the third quarter. Lebanon up 34-31 over the Rolla Bulldogs. High scoring affair up in Rolla.
All right. Looks like we're going to try this again.
It's going to be Taylor Cornish back to punt for the Zizzers. Seth Hedrick back to receive for the Tigers.
Seth backs up to about the 15-yard line for Waynesville to receive the punt.
Line drive punt. Hedrick catches it on the run. Oh, he just gets tripped up. Seth had a full head of steam when he caught that ball. It tripped up, and he's going to come down on about the 27-yard line where the Tigers will take over with 4:07 left here in the third quarter. Matt, tremendous student crowd out here tonight. If you look down there on that end of the bleachers, student body is well represented out here on this very hot and humid evening here in Waynesville.
They've been on their feet all night long, cheering. We've seen it at the home basketball games. Just tremendous support for our athletic programs from the student body. Farmer comes in motion.
Barron keeps it. He flips it. And it's going to be a stop at the line of scrimmage, I believe. Barron, nice little fake on the handoff, kept it, and then flipped it out to
Nigel
the outside
Farmer.
out to Nigel. Talked about the we haven't talked about it, but we know Tigers at the Jamboree showed off a little bit of that triple option play offense, and really the first time we've seen it tonight. Flag down on the field. That is Nigel Farmer with the ball. Don't like where that flag came in from.
No.
Though. And it's going to be an illegal shift against the Tigers. A couple men in motion at the same time. So that's going to be coming back.
That's going to wipe out a pickup of about 6. So Back it up 5 yards. It's going to be second and about 16. Believe the ball will come back to about the 22-yard line.
And West Plains discussing whether or not they're going to move the Tigers back. I don't see how they don't move the Tigers back right here. And they are. So the Tigers have a 2nd and 16 from the 21-yard line. 3:51 left here in quarter number 3. Three wides down at the bottom of your screen.
Pass complete. Seth Hedrick, middle of the field. He's going to get back about 7 or 8 of the yards right there.
Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Third and about 8. Tigers are going to go 3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top.
Perrin's going to be back to pass again.
That comes across to Reggie Walker, but the pass is short.
Pass is short to Reggie. He didn't have a chance to catch that, and Tigers are going to get back and have to punt the ball away to West Plains, just under 3-minute mark.
Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter as we near the 10 o'clock hour.
Barron with a nice punt down the right side. It's going to be caught and brought down immediately. That's going to be number 24, Tyler Sands, for the Zizzers.
So West Plains will take over there. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 47-yard line. Hall in the backfield. I believe that's Martin beside him. The give is to Martin. Martin looks that left-hand side again. He goes forward. He's going to pick up about 15 yards on the carry. Martin finding a little seam there to the left, having some success, and that's going to be a first down for the West Plains Zizzers. Puts the ball into Tiger territory. Ball rest at the Waynesville 46.
This time Martin's going to be brought down in the backfield.
We have
a flag down. It was brought down by number 27, Jason Smith.
Call indicated against Waynesville. Didn't see what the call was.
You got to believe it had to be up in that face mask type of penalty. And that looks like about what they're marking off.
Yeah, it looks like the 5-yard version.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was intentional. Jason must have got his hand up around that face mask as he brought him down. So that brings up a 1st and 10 again for West Plains.
Hall in the backfield. Gives to Martin. Martin up the middle. Nice stick right there. Seth Hedrick. Hall had a full, I'm sorry, not Hall.
Mirth.
No, that was Martin.
Martin.
Had a full head of steam coming right down the middle, and boy, Seth Hedrick stepped up and stuck him. Prevents the first down, but 2nd and 2. Gives to Martin once more. Martin looking for that left-hand side. It's not there.
Brought down by
Looks like Colton Keeling right there on that tackle. 88, I believe. No, I'm sorry. That's Big Sam Roberts.
Big Sam Roberts on the tackle.
Apologize to Big Sam. I don't want him to come tackle me.
Well, I thought that looked like Big Sam. I was trying to match the number up on our list here.
Martin once more, left-hand side. I believe he's going to be stopped short of the first that time.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be about a yard short, Matt, and he's going to
pick up about 3.5, but he is going to be short, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the West Plains Zizzers. So we see number 70 for Waynesville coming into the game.
Coming in.
Fourth and short here. So we're under a minute to play in the third quarter.
Be a huge stop here for that Tiger defense.
Looks like Kurth in the backfield with Hall.
Whoa.
Clear movement on the West Plains side of the line.
Now we've got a flag coming in. They're going to get a hold instead of the move. I think he knows he missed the move.
Yeah.
So we're going to throw one on the hold.
Yeah. In basketball, we call that the makeup call.
Yeah. That was a clear movement in the backfield that was not called. We'd go to our rules interpreter, Gary Schultz, but he's down on the sideline with the Tigers tonight.
Gary down there.
Gary's down there. Gary coaching freshman football this year. Promotion from the press box down to the coaching staff. It's going to force West Plains to punt the ball away.
10-yard penalty backs it up. And like you said, they're going to punt here. Seth Hedrick deep for Waynesville. Seth had a full head of steam moving to that ball last time, just got tripped up. I'd like to see what we could maybe do if Seth gets a clear run at it. That ball's going to go out of bounds.
That was a nice punt there by the Zizzers.
And we've got a late flag. I believe it was West Plains. Both the West Plains and the Tiger players were about 5 yards out of bounds. And it looked like a cheap shot right there by West Plains. I believe that'll be a personal foul penalty on the far side.
Oh, no. They're
Wow.
going to call that personal foul on the Tigers.
Happened right between the 10 and the 15 over there, out of bounds. It looked like it was 3 or 4 yards out of bounds, but wow. Might have been something that preceded it, but it looked pretty clear that it was going the other direction.
It almost had to be something.
Well, that'll back Waynesville up. That'll be half the distance to the goal. Waynesville Tigers are going to take over right about the 5-yard line then.
15 seconds left here in quarter number 3.
All the way back to the 4. Tigers backed up deep in their own territory.
It's one of those areas you'd love to see some of that Tiger speed get out in the open field.
Get a little breathing room.
That ball is on the ground. It's a fumble on the exchange, and West Plains recovers inside the 5-yard line. As we were a little bit blocked to see exactly what happened, but that ball popped out on the exchange between Martinez and Smith. Or excuse me, Martinez and Thomas. So West Plains is going to take over on the 3-yard line. The Tiger defense is going to have to get real strong right here, Matt.
Absolutely. That's tough being backed up in your own territory right there, but just an absolute killer to turn that ball over. Hall gives that time back up the left-hand side. And
it's a touchdown for the Zizzers. It'll be a touchdown for Ryan Martin. And he's going to put the ball in for the Zizzers here. Just under 3 seconds left in the third quarter. The Zizzers take a 19-7 lead. You know, the one thing I think you see as this third quarter went on is you got a couple of factors playing here. You've got the heat, you've got the later time at night, and the game has gotten, on both sides of the ball, gotten sluggish. It's just they don't have that pep in their step. It's just, you know, that heat takes it out of you so much, and just.
After the missed extra point last time, it appears West Plains is going to line up and go for 2 here. Hall in shotgun formation. Hall rolls out to the right-hand side. He's got a receiver, and he's in.
And it's going to be completed and good. That's going to be number 45, Andrew Cobb, with the reception. So West Plains extends that lead out to 21-7. All we're going to have time for here in the third quarter is the kickoff. But, wow, what a turn of events there. Tigers defense had held strong and got the ball back for the offense, but the turnover leads to 8 more points for the West Plains Zizzers. As I'm sure we're going to see them come out and squib kick this.
Definitely want to keep it out of the hands of the Tiger deep men. Reggie Walker and Seth Hedrick both have had glimpses tonight. It looked like if they got some open space that they could be real hard to stop. West Plains seems content to let the Tigers take over right about the 30-35 yard line.
And that's who we're going to have back is Reggie Walker and Seth Hedrick are going to go back for the Tigers.
Jalen Thomas going back.
Yeah, Jalen Thomas and it's like Luke Main. Well, Luke Main's going to be up a little bit more than that. Jalen's kind of going into that midfield area. You got kind of hoping there that squib kick maybe takes an extra bounce or two, can get to Jalen.
Jalen, one of those guys that ran track for us back in the spring. I definitely would put his speed up against most of the Zizzers defense. Tiger fans, up on your feet for the kickoff. Delay a game.
So they're going to move it back to the 35 for the kickoff.
This time Burrows takes it to the far hash. Maybe give those deep men a little bit more room as the kick. No, another little bouncer. It's going to go out of bounds.
That's going to be believe Tigers will take over on the 40.
I believe you are correct. So Tigers are going to come out of this with outstanding field position.
They kicked from the far side, kicked it out on the far side. One of those things right there, man. If he has that same kick from the center of the field, it doesn't go out of bounds.
A little discussion over the placement of the ball, but they are going to place it at the 40.
I actually think that discussion was about the hash marks, which I thought that was pretty obvious. It should be over there, but
Baron Martinez in the backfield. 5 wide, 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Baron takes the snap. He looks to the right and fires quick. Ball's going to be knocked down right there, intended for, cannot see.
It's like 45 Cedric Williams maybe, as that ball was knocked away. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with the West Plains Zizzers up 21-7 over the Waynesville Tigers. The guys are going to get a little break here, get some water in them, and kind of appears that was needed. 3 minutes left in the ball game down in Springfield. Camden up 35-14 over Hillcrest. Ozark Conference action. It just, you can, setting up here, looking down over the crowd, you can see the heat's kind of taking the crowd out of the game along with everything else. It's just it's a difficult night to play football.
Well, and you mentioned it kind of at the beginning of the game. Neither Waynesville nor West Plains, I mean, anybody really used to this. We had that typical summer, that real hot summer that everybody's kind of acclimated to the heat, ready for it. Here we are, the first week of the season, and all of a sudden it just gets blistering hot the last few days.
And it changes, changes your pace. We've seen that, in the spring coaching track. We see that when
that first hot day.
It's a totally different track meet. Just like it's going to be in every sport. Aaron Martinez keeps it, goes to the left side. He's going to be brought down for a loss of about 3. Like he was not sure who that was on the tackle for West Plains.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13 for the Waynesville Tigers.
Marin's going to roll out, get a pass off. It's going to be Seth Hedrick. Seth, nice little move, picks up another yard or so, but he's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th and 4 at the 46. Tigers going to have to discuss what to do here. Tigers needing 2 scores to tie this game.
Yeah,
and it looks like the Tigers are going to go for it. There's 3 wides to the top.
Jason Smith in the backfield behind Barron. Barron goes back to the air. Pass out, got the man open. Pass is complete. First down and more.
Nice little play by the Tigers.
Ooh, there it is.
There's going to be a hit out of bounds.
Well, after being taken out of bounds, just ridden down to the ground.
I believe that's Nigel Farmer over there, isn't it?
It is.
It is Nigel
Farmer comes out of there.
Huge 4th down play for the Tigers there to pick up the first. And
pass completion there, picks up 30 yards on the play, and I believe we'll tack 15 more onto the end of it.
Yeah, they're going to mark Nigel out at the they're going to say Nigel was out at about the 33-yard line, it looks like, and then they'll tack the penalty on from there. Nigel a little bit shaken up on the play.
Going to take the ball all the way down to the 18, so Waynesville will have it 1st and 10 there as Nigel's back up on his feet, taking a drink, coming off the field.
And we're going to get a water break. This water break will be sponsored by Mission.
Nigel gets over. Nigel seems to be moving well on the sideline.
And I am interested. I'm gonna have to quiz Coach Gary Schultz or one of the other football staff about what the timing on the water breaks and stuff are. We knew there'd be some extras tonight. There needed to be some extras tonight.
Absolutely.
10:40 left here in the 4th quarter. The Tigers knocking on the door at the 18-yard line.
Big pickup right there by Nigel Farmer. Puts the Tigers in business inside the 20. Baron Martinez gives it up the middle that time. Believe that's Jason Smith.
Smith's going to pick up 3.
Takes it down to about the 15. It'll be 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7 there. Smith back in the backfield behind Martinez. Kareem Isaac comes across in motion. I believe we're going to have a timeout right here by the Waynesville Tigers.
Timeout because the play clock had gotten down to almost 0. So just under 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. The Tigers take their 2nd timeout. Yes, folks. If you're just now turning past Channel 12 and you're seeing the football game, this is not a replay. This is live high school football with 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
What if they run a replay at a later date? You just told them it's live.
Well,
it's live today on Friday.
Yeah, because if they do a replay of this game immediately after the game, it will be Saturday morning before it's on.
Right, but it's only live now.
Well, I think most things are only live right now.
It's past my bedtime. We still got 10 minutes to go in the game. I will stay all night to get a Waynesville Tiger win, though.
It's only 9 o'clock if you're living on Mountain Time.
Coach Murray's probably just having breakfast.
That's about right. Across the middle. Oh, just overthrows Reggie Walker.
Had Reggie open, just leads them a little high and a little far. Speed of Reggie right there. The corner played him coming up the field. Reggie slants inside right there at the goal post. And boy, Reggie had a nice wide opening. Barron again, going back to the air. Now Barron's going to run it.
He's going to take it to the right side, and he's going to, will be brought down. Whoa, we're going to get a face mask there.
Yep.
We're going to get a face mask.
Face mask against the West Plains Zizzers.
Our first Ozark Conference final of the evening coming across. Joplin beats Glendale 42-12. It'll be our first final in Ozark Conference football for the 2014 season.
The inaugural game. All right, some discussion going on with the penalty.
Did they pick the flag up, or?
Now they marked off what appears, 15 yards wouldn't have been the first down from where.
Well, but it should have been an automatic first down. And they've still got 3rd and 5 up there. That would be my thing on a face mask. It's an automatic first down. And that ball's loose. Barron picks it up. And Barron's brought down for a loss. Barron didn't have a lot of choice there. Luckily, Barron was able to pick that football up as he was attacked by 6 Zizzers there in the backfield.
Fourth and 12 from about the 20 for the Tigers here. 8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the game. Two wideouts to the bottom, or 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Seth Hedrick comes in motion.
Barron Martinez. Nice protection by the Tiger offensive line. Barron's looking for a receiver. He lost it to the end zone.
He's got it wide open. Yes! Nigel Farmer.
And the flag. Nigel Farmer with the touchdown pass. There's going to be a personal foul after the play. Nice job by the Waynesville offensive line right there to give Barron Martinez time to find Nigel Farmer open in the back of the end zone.
Nigel looks like he might be a little shaken up there.
I would be a little shaken up too.
But in tremendous job for Nigel to go up and get that ball, keeping his feet in bounds.
21-yard touchdown pass, Baron Martinez to Nigel Farmer.
Sam Thompson on to attempt the extra point for Waynesville.
It's going to be a personal foul against
Waynesville?
I think he pointed the wrong way.
I think so too.
No, what he's pointing
On
at
the
is it'll be
kickoff.
on the kickoff.
Assessed
15
on the
yards will be
kickoff.
on the kickoff, yes. Snap, down, ball up. The kick is good. Waynesville Tigers get back within a touchdown. 8:23 left here in quarter number 4. Zizzers up 21-14. Tigers needed that, though. Once again, I want to compliment that offensive line. Barry Martinez, no one open, but all the time in the world. And, you know, you hear guys talk about that. If you give your quarterback time, the defensive backs cannot stay with the receivers when you start getting into that 5-second range. And that's exactly what happened. And Nigel was able to get open in the back of the end zone, catch that touchdown pass, and give the Tigers some life here.
Absolutely. Tremendous job by Nigel and hang on to the ball, keep in bounds. Cuts the Zizzer lead to 7, and should have 15 yards assessed here on this kickoff.
And our second final is in from Ozark Conference action as the Camdenton Lakers defeat Springfield Hillcrest tonight, 35-14.
They are marking it off against Waynesville. I'm in disbelief.
I'm absolutely in disbelief.
Wow.
I'm very confused with what happened there. Because and
Kick fielded at about the 23 by West Plains. Looking for running room on the right-hand side. Not a lot there, but brings the ball back to about the 38-yard line. And Sam Hall and the Zizzer offense will take over there. Talked about it getting just a little sluggish here. Both sides of the ball, really the fans, everybody. Boy, that touchdown right there by Waynesville really has reinvigorated this crowd. A lot of people up on their feet. All of a sudden, little excitement buzzing down here.
There is. I cannot wait to get an explanation on that personal foul.
I don't have an explanation. Somebody a lot closer has to have some kind of explanation. I'm sure Rick Vernon got an explanation. I imagine he, like us and the rest of the Tiger Nation, are going to be none too pleased with that explanation. Handoff goes to Martin. Martin looking for a hole on that left-hand side, and boy, he's dropped right at the line.
He was right. That was a Jackson Height with the tackle there for the Tigers.
Martin tried to go up that left-hand side one too many times. Martin in the backfield beside Hall. Hall in the shotgun formation. One receiver wide to the top. One comes in motion to the bottom. It's going to be Gaffey, Brad Gaffey.
He's going to pick up about 6, it looks like. And bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Zizzers.
Ball rest at the Zizzer 45-yard line. Big 3rd down right here for the Waynesville Tiger defense. 7 minutes, 36 seconds to go here in the game. But what could be a key 3rd down here to get the Tigers back the ball, a chance to come right back down the field, take the momentum we've got, tie this game up, or take the lead.
And we've got a
whistle.
whistle.
I think we've got illegal shift in the backfield. I think they had two people in motion at once.
So we had a timeout
Nope,
by West
timeout.
Plains.
That's going to be their
Well,
last.
I didn't see a flag down on the field, so it made me wonder right there what the call was going to be. But we know what the call was now. It was a timeout by West Plains. 7:34 left in the ball game. Tigers trail by 7. You see head coach Rick Vernon down there. You see defensive coordinator Carl Wilking. They're talking to that defense. It's a huge down for Waynesville right here. You can stop the Zizzers right here and get the ball back, get the offense back on the field. Don't want to give up the first down, because along with that first down, you give West Plains the ability to run a couple more minutes off the clock. Coach Vernon having a discussion with an official out there. I don't think he's asking him what his dinner plans are after the game.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think you're right. I don't think that's what they were discussing. All right, 3 receivers to the top for West Plains. Motion. Martin going to be drilled at the line of scrimmage. He's going nowhere. Big third down stop right there for the Waynesville Tiger defense. And the punt team does come onto the field for West Plains, so the Tigers going to get the ball back here.
Little surprised with that play call. Haven't had a lot of success here in the second half. Running that misdirection stuff. The Tigers have done a great job of staying at home.
This time Nigel Farmer comes back with Seth Hedrick to field the punt. Kicks away, tailing out of bounds, and that's going to bounce right out of bounds. I'm going to say the 27-yard line.
28-yard line. I thought you were going to be right on it there.
Well, if I can get within a yard from here, I think I'm calling a pretty good game.
So you're saying Coach Vernon's not going to have any discussions with you?
No, well, he shouldn't ask me, because I thought Coach Airy was making the right decision there at the end of the first half, and they fumbled. So Coach Vernon
he did make the right decision as
well,
far
for
as
us.
Waynesville goes. And we're going to have another water break. This water break brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Something tells me that in 33 years of coaching,
That's just here. It's 39 overall.
39 overall, 33 here at Waynesville. Coach Vernon probably doesn't need help from me, you, not anybody up here in the box probably.
All right, folks, it's that time. If you're sitting at home and your son or daughter is a student here at the football game, we ask that you head on out in the heat and come on down and get them picked up. They're going to be calling you or texting you or Facebook messaging you or something there at home that they've just been informed to let you all know that we're at the 6-minute and 46-second mark of the fourth quarter, so you'll want to head on down. Barron rolls out to the right. Nice little pass across the middle. That's going to be Cedric Williams with the catch.
Cedric going to get all the way out to the 35. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 4. Nice job right there of Cedric to come down with that ball in traffic, knowing that he's going to get hit the second he catches it. Nice job to hang on to it. Pick up the yards for the Tigers. Jason Smith's
going to be brought down at maybe just behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe it's going to be real close. It might be right at the line of scrimmage. Says
we've got a Tiger down. Head athletic trainer Cheryl Colley going out to check on him.
This gives another chance to get water to both teams.
Always have to brag on our trainer here. Best sports trainer I've ever been around, worked with in the school setting. Cheryl Cawley, just always above and beyond the hours she's asked to put in. Just an outstanding job she does with all of our sports. Football here tonight, but track, all the different programs that she spends time with. Just an outstanding job she does here for the Waynesville R6 School District.
This is Jason Smith down out there for the Tigers. Thought that's who it was. I just was able to see his number. Looks like they've got Jason setting up, so that's a good sign. And Jason is getting up. He's going to... Well, Jason's up. They're going to help Jason off the field here.
Get Jason to the sideline.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Tigers here at 6:05 left in the ball game. Jalen Thomas replaces Jason, goes into the backfield. Jalen's going to get the ball this time, and Jalen's going to be stood up right there as he hits the line, and it looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
It's going to be 4th and short. Depending on the mark here. Now they picked it up. About a yard and a half.
Yeah, it looks about like a yard and a half.
Tiger offense stays on the field. Looks like Waynesville's going to call that timeout. Or nope, it's going to be officials timeout. Appears they're going to be. Are they calling for a measurement?
Well, it does look like they are. It looks like it's obviously short from up here.
I would think, but well, you watch them bring the sticks out. Maybe it's closer.
Yeah, it's a yard short. It's a good yard short. Wow, really surprised they brought the sticks out for that. It looked pretty clear from up here. Must have been something they saw down there they just wanted to make sure about.
Tigers pack it in. We've got receivers, 2 receivers up to the top. JT in the backfield behind Varon. Seth Hedrick down to the near side of the screen. Handoff goes to Jalen. Jalen forward. Jalen's got the first down.
He picks up the first down for the Tigers. Jalen's going to pick up about 3 yards there.
Big run right there. Jalen runs through the first contact. Stood first Zizzer hit him right about the line of scrimmage. JT keeps pumping those legs, gets those last 2 yards to get Waynesville the first down. Breathe a little life into the offense here as we're just about 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Barron rolling out to the right, a little pressure. He takes it down and he's going to run. He's going to bring it forward, and Barron's going to pick up about 7 yards on the carry.
And our next final from Ozark Conference play is Kickapoo defeats Parkview tonight, 28-13, down in Springfield.
It'll be about 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. Jalen Thomas in the backfield behind Barron. Barron pulls back to pass again. He's got a man
wide
deep.
open Seth head. Oh, just through Seth's hands. Seth gets behind the defense.
No, Seth would like to have a second shot at that one. Seth, nice little move to get wide open. That'll make it 3rd and 3. Jalen still in at tailback behind Barron. Barron takes the snap, hands to Jalen. Jalen right up the middle.
He's going to be, looks like he's going to be just short. It's going to be, looks like about a yard short of the first down. The ball's going to be right on the 50-yard line.
It's going to bring up another 4th and 1 for the Waynesville Tigers. Nigel Farmer in motion to the top. Barron Martinez, Jalen Thomas, and
we're gonna have a false start by the Tigers. That's gonna move that ball back 5 yards, and that's gonna bring up a 4th and 6.
Costly mistake right there. A lot of difference between 4th and 1 and 4th and 6. 4 receivers out for the Tigers. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Martinez takes the snap. He rolls to his left. He's looking down the field. No one there. He tucks it down. He's going to run.
Get the first down.
Barron going to pick up about 8 yards on the run and get the Tigers to the first down right there on his legs.
Nice job by Barron Martinez. Boy, when he started rolling to the left, West Plains was closing down, and Barron, a little burst of speed there, got past that initial line of defense and was able to just get enough for the first down.
Takes it across midfield to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. This time Barron rolls out to the right. Barron's got pressure all over him.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
That's going to be a sack for a loss. That's going to be Jake Quarty. That's going to be a loss of 8 on the play right there. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 18 for the Tigers. Jalen Thomas in the backfield behind Martinez. Barron airing it out, going deep.
Oh,
and he makes the catch.
What a catch by Seth Hedrick. He gets it down to the 27. I thought it was going to be the 25. Looks like he's standing at the 27. That's where they're,
27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Pick up a 20 on the play.
2:43 left here in the ball game. Tigers trail by a touchdown.
Wow, what a catch right there by Seth Hedrick. Handoff goes to Jalen Thomas. Jalen up the middle.
Jalen's going to pick up about 4.
As we're under 2.5 to play here, fourth quarter action. Waynesville trails by 7, but driving into West Plains territory. Going to be 2nd and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. Varen Martinez.
Under pressure. He's got to get rid of that ball, Varen. There you go.
Nice job. Smart decision right there by Varen Martinez just to get rid of that ball. Don't force something in that's not there. Get rid of the ball. Come back.
Final from up Interstate 44 as the Lebanon Yellow Jackets defeat the Rolla Bulldogs 48-31 in a good old-fashioned shootout in Bulldog land.
So it'll be 3rd and 5. Varen takes the snap. He's got a receiver open.
Right
just off
the
his hands of Reggie Walker. Pass intended for Reggie. Reggie just not able to hold on to that, so it's going to be another 4th down here. It'll be 4th and about 5.
Just under the 2-minute mark here in the final quarter of action. Tigers got 3 to the top of your screen here. Oh, it's just through the hands, I believe, of Nigel Farmer. And the West Plains Zizzers are going to take over on downs with the 1:52 left in the game. Tigers have 1 timeout. They can stop the clock 1 time. You got to figure, Matt, we're going to see a run here and a timeout. And 2 more runs by West Plains. And the Tigers need to do.
Handoff goes to Martin. He's dropped immediately.
I guess the Tigers may not use their timeout right here because once that play, maybe saving that for 3rd down so they can stop it before the punt.
Yeah. 1:30 to play.
They're going to snap this ball with about 113, 114 on 2nd down.
Handoff Martin again. Martin looking for the near side this time. Slips one tackler. Is going to be brought down about the 28-yard line. Waynesville's going to take that timeout.
Matt, this is a good smart play there by Martin from West Plains because he was getting ready to go out of bounds and he just went to the ground, keep the clock running, make the Tigers use their timeout. So the Tigers are out of timeouts. 1:09 seconds left here. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Zizzers on the 28-yard line. Tigers have to stop them here. Tigers need to stop here, and they need West Plains will punt the ball away, and the Tigers, all that scenario works just right. The Tigers should get the ball back with 30 seconds left in the game, maybe if we're lucky.
Yeah, depends on these next 2 plays. Definitely going to be interesting. Hall in the backfield, Martin to his right. Tight formation by West Plains here. Gives to Gaffey.
Gaffey's got the 1st down. Gaffey's got more than the 1st down. Gaffey's going to take it all the way down to the 34-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for West Plains. And, Matt, right now, all Sam Hall's going to have to do is kneel a couple times, and this ball game is going to be over. West Plains going to take the ball at the 34-yard line. They're in victory formation right now, Matt. We're going to see Hall deal on that ball twice, and
Yeah.
the West Plains Zizzers are going to make that trip up. Well,
Long bus ride back to West Plains.
did the Tigers have another timeout? Tigers must have had another timeout there. That would be why they called that timeout after second down out here. I did not realize they had another timeout. But the West Plains Zizzers are going to make that long trip up here to Waynesville and come out of here with a 21-14 win and start the Ozark Conference season out 1-0. The Tigers going to have to regroup and head down to Lebanon next Friday night to take on the 1-0 Yellow Jackets after they defeated the Rolla Bulldogs tonight. .4 seconds left in this ball game. So barring a poor exchange from the center to quarterback, this one is going to be over. Hall kneels again, gets the clock running, and now it gets real helpless because there's nothing you can do to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Well, the Tigers get down in this ball game by 14. Do a tremendous job to get that last touchdown in a couple fourth downs that they had to convert. They converted them both. A nice 21-yard touchdown pass from Baron Martinez to Nigel Farmer to close that gap to a touchdown, but the Tigers are unable to do anything after that, and that's going to be your ball game, folks. The West Plains Zizzers roll in here, defeat the Waynesville Tigers 21-14. Once again, we've said it multiple times, but Tigers head to Lebanon next Friday night to take on the Yellow Jackets, and then the following Friday night, September the 5th, the Hillcrest Hornets come to town to take on the Tigers, and we'll be back here on Channel 12 for that game, but we hope you come down and support the Tigers here at the stadium. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Everybody be safe out there because that heat index is going to be going on for the next 2 days. And for Matt Johnson, this is Mike Rawlings, and I hope everyone has a great weekend.